This summer, we took a 3-week trip up to the Pacific Northwest, exploring the coastal redwoods of Northern California. And then it was off to the Olympic National Park, Washington, to explore some famous beaches, amazing waterfalls, a rainforest, and to top it all off, we got to enjoy an epic sunset on the shores of Lake Crescent. After that, we headed up to Anacortes, Washington to take the ferry out to San Juan Island. After leaving the very top of Washington, we headed back down to Mount Hood, Oregon. Next up on this amazing trip was Crater Lake National Park, Oregon. So this is going to be episode 1 in a series of videos from this amazing once-in-a-lifetime trip.
So we made it to our first camp. It was supposed to be our third camp spot, but I had to work, so we had to skip Monterey and Fort Bragg. So we just drove all night to Redding, got up early and drove all the way over here to Crescent City.
Once we got the RV all settled in, it was off to do some off-roading. So we headed down the 427 going east along the Smith River until we hit the Little Rattlesnake Trail. There's a staging area right there where you can air down, and the trails marked 16 and 23. After reviewing my Onyx app, we found this trail and it wasn't too far away from our RV park, so we cruised up to check it out. Now we got a late start on the day, and this trail is about an 18-mile loop. We only did about 4 of it because we wanted to see some of the redwoods before the sun went down. However, I'd love to get back and do this full 18-mile loop. And judging this trail off the 4 miles that we did explore, this would be an awesome 18-mile loop. After we see all the Redwoods has to offer, I would love to get back here just to explore all the back roads and all the trails around this area.
So we're here in the Jedediah State Park, and this is the Smith River going right through here. And I think we're going to try and find a hiking trail that goes through the Redwoods here.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine.
The road we're on is Howland Hill Road. It's an old stagecoach road nestled in the old-growth redwood area. And only a few places like this still exist where you can drive alongside trees as tall as 300 feet.
Get it, baby. Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine.
One of the first things I noticed was how quiet the redwoods are. The ground was soft, it felt very clean, but most of all, the scale of everything. You just have to see these trees to understand how big they are.
Welcome to the forest.
The coastal redwood trees are the tallest trees on the planet, sometimes growing all the way up to 300 feet. And the earliest redwoods showed up just after the dinosaurs, at 240 million years ago. This is before flowers, birds, spiders, and of course, humans. And one of the cool things about this area you'll notice is there's no mosquitoes or no flies, but there's a good reason for that. Now the redwood bark can be up to 1 foot thick. It's got a compound in it that helps it be resistant to bugs, fungus, and disease. It's also got very little resin in it, which helps it to be more fire resistant.
Oh yeah.
I'm almost giddy now after all that fresh air.
Gentlemen, welcome to my garden lair.
So we look at this.
That's how big the roots are. Or the root. Oh shit. So you're there. We got these big roots, and then we got trees growing out of the roots. Life will find a way. It's like Jurassic Park, huh?
Trees grafting themselves to other trees.
Wow. I mean, it's just hard. You just keep going. Well, look at the size of this.
Everybody's treating it like it's a church. It's all quiet.
Oh wow. I'm in a spotlight.
Sulu, beam me up.
It's pretty nice. I love the peacefulness. Very relaxing. Like little squirrels and banana slugs. Lots of tourists.
After a few days in the Redwoods, it was up the coast to Lincoln City, Oregon. And I'm pretty sure there was some kind of Volkswagen convention going on. We saw these the whole drive up.
This has got to be the biggest Volkswagen.
Lincoln City, Oregon turned out to be a pretty cool little beach town with plenty of things to do. My favorite thing to do, stop by my new favorite brewery and grab a t-shirt, a beer, and some food. Lincoln City, Oregon was just a stopover to break up the drive all the way up to Olympic National Forest, Washington. Now the sun was setting and it was time to get out and find an off-road trail. Since we got on this trip, I really haven't found any challenging trails, which I would really love to. It's kind of difficult looking through the app trying to figure out where to go. But I hear OnX Elite has got more information on it, so I might update in the future. But the Pacific Northwest, with all its beauty, it doesn't really matter. Every trail is spectacular. So at the top of the mountain, there was this trail that headed back into the deep, dark, scary woods. So we decided to creep our way back there a little bit, and without any people or any friends with us, we got a little nervous, got a little scared. Nope. I'm sure the video didn't show how creepy it was back there, but it was definitely weird. So after that, we just kind of kicked back and enjoyed the views before it was time to head back. And as the sun begins to set and the tide rolls out, it's time to plan our next adventure. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching. And episode number 2 is going to be Olympic National Forest, Washington. We'll see you up there.